Hey, great Wednesday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville. It amaneció fresquecito, nice and cool. A cool morning in the city of Brownsville. We don't get many cool mornings. So once we get a cool morning, we sure as heck enjoy a cool morning. And it's a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville. A beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville. Oh, won't you be? Why don't you be? Stop by and be my neighbor. We had a great show yesterday. Actually, we did the we tried to live stream the presidential debate between Trump and Joe Biden, and it was great, great. It was interesting. It was interesting for I think for a lot of reasons. Good morning, SA. Let me see what's going on with this. Yeah. Good morning. I said good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Kat. How's it going? It was an interesting forum, interesting debate. Anybody have any takes on it? Uh, I thought it was just classic Trump. I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, okay." They're like, okay. Oh, what did they expect? Did they expect him to be calm, cool, and collected? It's not how Trump is. And I think he started to go aggressive on Biden because he wanted Biden to bite, to screw up, and Biden Biden bit and and fell, I think, to some of the traps that Trump was setting out there for him. It's crazy. Morning, Norma. I'm trying to find the right spot for me so that I stay right in the middle and I look extra handsome. Because that's my number one concern every morning is to look extra handsome. It's my job to look extra handsome. Good morning. Good morning, Patty. God bless you. Again, the forum was fun. I mean, it was slugfest. I think it was a mess. Wish Trump would have kept quiet so that Biden could flounder on his own. I don't think any of the independents know who they are voting for still. I agree with you. I think I would have taken a different tactic. I would have let him sink himself, and once he started to sink himself, then go for the jugular. See, that's what I do in forums. You know, I let the individual sink themselves first, and once they start to sink themselves, then boom, you go for the hit. That's the way I debate. That's the way I go to a forum. You know, you have to. It's like a cat. Los gatos, like a lion. You know, it crouches and moves to one side, and it moves to the other side, and it crouches a little bit closer, and then it crouches a little bit closer, and then at that moment, it starts wiggling its butt, and then it pounces. See, that's what Trump should have done last night. It's my take on it. The Erasmo es temprano. No, pretty boy, it's not. It's late. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Rolando. They could just turn off the mic and next two times. I think so. Hey, Jennifer, how's it going? Jennifer, good morning. But yeah, I said Osmo. It's very stealthy and form. Yes, I know. You know, I was like, well, yeah, 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 yeah. And at the right time, like, I'll give you a couple examples. And let me tell you, puras mentiras que dice Trump. The cat description is classic. But isn't it true? That's what you do in forums. The media was saying Biden should not debate because Biden couldn't handle Trump and that Even the moderator couldn't handle Trump. It's true. Morning, Kitty Cat. Good morning. I like it when you call me Kitty Cat. Flounder, Trump is a man child. What do you expect him to say besides insult Biden? No ideas, no direction. Well, yeah, but did Biden's people did they not know that that's what was going to happen? I mean, did it surprise anyone out there? Surprised no one, bro. Didn't I mean? It didn't surprise me. I mean, that was classic Trump. I mean, I watched Trump during the debates with all the Republican candidates, and let me tell you, man, just just Trump. And of course, now that he's been president for 3.5, 3 and 3/4 of a years, well, of course the guy's going to be even more for the jugular. I mean, it's just who he is. To me, it was a waste of time. It was, yes. Last night's debate, last night's forum, is something that you could probably go back and say, you know what, I just should have seen the highlights. It's like one of those 45-3 football games. You know, you say like, "Damn, did I just waste 3 hours on this game?" So you'd rather I should have just gone and waited for the highlights, seen the highlights, and go like, "Oh, my team lost or my team won." That's what we should have done with last night's. Just wait for the highlights, and depending on who you're going to vote for, you have the option. You could have gone to if you're planning to vote for Biden, then you would have gone to CNN or MSNBC. If you're planning to vote for Trump, then you probably would have gone to Fox News or any other independent station because Trump was Trump. And Erasmo, speaking of forums, Best did not say what they did not endorse, why they did not endorse you. For everyone, they had a reason, but not you. It's because they know you won. Yes, exactly. And let me tell you, Rolando, a lot of people have said the same thing. Uh, Best couldn't come up with an answer not to endorse Erasmo Castro. Actually, the numbers, and I challenge them. Throw out the numbers of the individuals in their organization that actually voted and actually voted for the little rich girl. They didn't. They voted for Erasmo Castro. They voted for Erasmo Castro. But even so, the leadership at best didn't care. So people out there who are part of best, your opinion doesn't matter to them. We already knew beforehand who they were going to endorse. I announced it. I stated it. I mean, what? Look, guys, let's be very, very clear. Sylvia Atkinson is going to control my opponent. Sylvia Atkinson is going to control Denise Garza. Sylvia Atkinson already controls Minerva Peña. Sylvia Atkinson controls Little Eddie. Controls Little Eddie. El tapón, el chapaneco, la plane, el tattoo. Already controls them, guys. And these are the same people Best endorsed, same people that TVEA endorsed. Without that going on, like TVEA, you're going to endorse the same people that put you in this mess? Guys, they screwed you over. They screwed our community over. That's what they did. Minerva Peña, Flip Flopping Phillip, Little Eddie, Tapon, Tattoo, the Plan, the Keebler Elf. They screwed over the district. They screwed over our community. And these people are going to endorse them to come back into office? No, bitch it up. Does that make sense to anyone, folks? They were complicit to Sylvia Atkinson stealing money, taking bribes from an undercover federal agent. They were complicit. They permitted Sylvia Atkinson, to this day, they permit her to sit on that damn board. To this day. And those are the people that the Teacher Leadership Association is going to endorse back onto the district? The same people that have permitted the reign of retaliation, of fear, of having individuals cower, afraid for their livelihood. You know, one of the things, and I told a friend of mine this morning, I'm amazed that there's a lot of brave people out there. For the first time, guys, I've seen a lot more people be a lot more vocal because they're tired, because they realize that now not only their health and their livelihood depends on them being vocal, their life. Look at the numbers that the district sent out, guys. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers, guys, that the district sent out, guys, in regards to the individuals that have been affected by coronavirus. They had to send them out to TEA in order to aparentar que they're finally requesting the waiver. 11 BISD employees have died of COVID-19. 11. And I mean, I'll admit when I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I thought it was closer to 6. 11 BISD. 11 BISD employees have lost their life to COVID. 11. And some people todavía, well, that's not a lot compared to the 6,600 employees that they have. Only minimal staff has gone back onto campus. What part of that? A small percentage of staff have gone back onto campus. Dare I say 10%? So multiply 11 times 10? And I don't know how much that gives you because I'm horrible at math. 110? I'm not sure. I'm really not good at math. There have been 179 positive cases among 7,000 employees. And again, they make it sound like a lot of employees. But consider, guys, how many people have been back on campus. The district has had to close 6 departments due to coronavirus. Do we all know that? Where's the transparency that they claim that they had? Because they're always saying, okay, oh, we're being transparent. We're being transparent. They've admitted that they've had to shut down 6 departments. 6 departments, guys. They have also closed 16 campuses. 1/3 of the campuses have had to shut down. 1/3 of the campuses have had to shut down with minimal staff going onto campus. This is the danger that my people are living in. My teachers, my counselors, my diagnosticians, FNS, custodians, office staff, clerks. This is the danger that this administration has put you in, guys. And your teacher association applauds this. Hey, if you're a member of TVEA and BEST, your teacher association endorsed death. Prove me wrong. Why throw goldfish to shock? Yeah. We forget that Trump is not a politician. He's a 74-year-old man that has done things his way, for better, for worse, for all of his life. Should you be surprised if Trump was being Trump? Oh, no, I wasn't. I expected them to be that. They did. They let him make an ass out of himself. He was being Trump. It's what won him the presidency. The best thing in the morning is not a Folgers cup of coffee. It's a piece of cheese. Preach. Chris Wallace doesn't need to do another debate ever. Pobrecito. Biden did perfectly. Not so much. If it is true, then okay. However, 90 minutes of my life gone. Yeah. I agree with Yesenia, a waste of time. I think people have their minds made up already on who they're going to vote for, no matter what both candidates have to say. 100%. Good morning, handsome kitty cat. Thank you for the kitty cat. Ben Shapiro show, if you go for Trump. Yeah, Ben Shapiro. Actually, I like Ben Shapiro. You're talking about the Dallas Cowboys syndrome. Good morning. Saca el jorongo. Anana, every time you say that little rich girl reminds me of Hall & Oates. You're a rich girl and you've gone too far because you know it don't matter anyway. You can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. I should have thought of that myself. At this point, I think the majority of the teachers and staff are more familiar or a part of AOBE, Best in TVA. I doubt has that any members and is obvious in bed with the sport. Let me tell you, Best in TVA, I doubt has any that many members and is obviously in bed. Yes. Let me tell you, Best in TVA, guys, this is what they promoted. They promoted these statistics that these people put you on. Off topic. But where is the interview podcast with the superintendent and the mayor, where the superintendent basically reveals to the mayor that no waiver was submitted? It's not, I posted it on my page. The full video is on City of Brownsville Facebook page. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Alberta. Good morning, have a blessed day yourself. Good morning, Rachel. Good morning. Can shut up before I get what I'm about to say. I guess that this is the first time superintendent has admitted that they have had an outbreak. Departments shut down and deaths caused by this virus. What you have been saying all along. Yes, because they had to in order to request that little waiver thing in regards to the money. Because if they didn't, then it's the money. So they finally had to admit it. I was just missing popcorn and a big fat pickle. Can you shut up before I forget what I'm to say? I think this is my show. Love you, Robert. I still think this is my show on my platform, on my page. So, no. Love you, bro. Save our children. 100%. Morning, goat. You're the goat. Jorge Luis Cifuentes running for TSC board. Come and join us one morning, Mr. Cifuentes. Good to see you. Good morning, my friend. Have a blessed day. Good morning to you, Hilda. Again, guys, you know, what other songs do you like besides Hey Jude? I love Pink Floyd. I'm fascinated with Pink Floyd. I love Ozzy Osbourne. I said, hey, goodbye to romance. Yeah, goodbye to friends. I tell ya, goodbye to all the fans. Tonight, thought on Trump and not condemning KKK. It's kind of funny because I'm not sure if he didn't come. See, this is where I sort of lost it a little bit. I don't know if he said, "What do you want me to condemn, Chris? What do you want me to condemn? I'll condemn it. Tell me. What do you want to? Well, white supremacists." And I'm not sure if he actually said that. Again, I'd have to go back. It was kind of one of those heated moments. But again, it's an easy one. Yeah, condemn KKK, condemn white supremacy, condemn the decimation of anyone out there anyone's culture, anyone's people condemn the burning of church buildings just because they are racially motivated or xenophobic or Zionist. Zionist is the word I wanted. Because we've had a lot of mosques, we've had a lot of synagogues, we've had a lot of churches, Baptist churches, a lot of African American churches that have been burned down. Yeah, condemn all that. I don't care who it comes from. It could be white, black, brown, purple, doesn't matter. Condemn it. It's wrong. Wrong. Antifa. And then they were trying to say, well, Antifa is an ideology. No, it's a damn group. Condemn Antifa too. They're all the same. They're all the same. See, this is the problem with politics, guys. A lot of people seem to think that, oh, well, it's just the Republicans are bad. And the Republicans say, oh, the Democrats are bad. Well, both parties suck. Republicans, Democrats, they both suck. Y el problema es de que there are a lot of people that are so infatuated with, well, I'm a Democrat. I'm a Democrat. What does that mean? Really? I mean, you abide by their platform 100%? No, forget the party system, guys. Vote for a candidate. Don't vote for a party. Parties suck. Politicians suck. Politicians lie to you. Look at what Philip Cowan is putting out there. Philip Cowan put up a post on social media, guys. And a lot of the people out there, they believed the post. And I told people, I said, guys, I had friends of mine. I had friends of mine that I had friends of mine that said, oh, look, Erasmo. Yeah, Philip Cowan said. Philip Cowan said that we're not going back. That we're not going back for the rest of the semester. And I said, guys, don't believe it. Wait. Wait. Just wait. And this post is deceptive. Such a shame. Because the post is deceptive. And I knew it was deceptive because I knew it wasn't true. There was no vote. There was no accord. There is no waiver. So, no, it's not, oh, you're not going back onto campus for the rest of the semester. And a lot of people believe that. A lot of people believe the memo that the superintendent sent out that, hey, guys, you have an option. You can choose. And then they modified saying, well, submit to HR. And then when people were submitting to HR, guess what HR said? Sorry. Because HR was directed to deny everyone any request that they made. Yes. Good morning. Jessica, good morning. Trump did condemn the white supremacy. He said, sure. He could have elaborated more, but he did say he condemned them. Yes. He said, yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah. What else you want me to condemn? Wish he would have asked Biden if he condemned Antifa. I condemn all violence against fellow man, not dialogue. Dialogue is important. As much as individuals want to think that it is not, it is mega important. It is essential. What would you do with the salary of the superintendent? Make him work for that money, because the the salary structure needs to be revisited, and you have to come into some sense of an agreement. But let me tell you, uh, there's going to be some major negotiating in regards to the superintendent's contract. A lot of negotiating has to be, and if not, then we're going to have to confer with council to see what can be done. But we're going to have a real important sit down and discuss a lot of the ins and outs. And again, that's what attorneys are for. The issue is that for too long, Sylvia Atkinson and her people had the attorneys going against people that they should never have gone against. Like they went after me. And Sylvia used the board attorney. Sylvia used the board attorney. The board attorney used the BISD police force, the police chief, and Gabbard used them to go after a sitting board member without anything substantial. Nothing. Nothing but a picture with a like on it, a heart on it. That's the only thing that they had. Nothing else. Nothing else. But you know what? These people, they don't care, guys. And look, está bueno. They did it to me. Guys, and this is where the mentality has to change here in the city of Brownsville. Because I'm seeing a lot of posts up there of people. And look, listen, I hope people are listening, guys. Because I see a lot of people's posts that go like, well, they have to do their work. They have to be on campus. In regards to staff going back on campus. Fine. Hey, guys, but what if it was you? What if it was your wife, your son, your daughter that was being forced onto campus when they had anxiety and fear of contracting coronavirus? See, then the mentality changes. Oh, no, we got to protect our people. So stop being maimons. Stop being stupid, folks. Just because it's not directly affecting you doesn't mean that you should fight. You shouldn't fight for the wants, the concerns, the yearnings of your fellow employee or your family, fellow community member. Guys, you have to fight. You have to fight. It's what's right, and that's why when they were coming after, when they were coming after the paraprofessionals. I told teachers, do not throw my paraprofessionals to the wolves. Just because you're being allowed to stay at home, don't say, well, some paraprofessionals. No, fight for our paraprofessionals too. We have to fight together, guys. We have to fight together. Because if they do it to the custodian today, tomorrow they're going to do it to you, certified staff. You've experienced it. That's why that thing where it says, it came for the Jews, and I said nothing. They came for the Polish, and I said nothing. They came for this group, and I said nothing. And then they came for me. And there was no one to say anything. We have to remember that, folks. Because this summer they came after the Food Nutritional Services people, FNS. They came after the custodians. At the start of this year, they came after the paraprofessionals. And now, and office staff. And now, and classified staff. And now, they're coming after you, the certified staff, the counselors, the teachers, the principals. You will be next. And by then, there'll be no one to fight for you. That's why when my paraprofessionals were being thrown to the wolves, I came on here and I reminded certified staff, don't be complicit. Don't be complacent. Fight. Fight for my staff. Because now everyone's in danger. They were looking for any way to take you off. And they lied. They filed false police reports. They came after the king. And like I told Sylvia, if you shoot at the king, you better not miss. Yeah. You better not miss. Well, they shot and they missed, and I'm coming back. And yesterday I got a call. Oh, Erasmo, um, Erasmo, you said that you were coming back, and vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, and some people are concerned that you're going to be another Sylvia Atkinson. Let me tell you, folks, that's just people being blind mice. Look, folks, I am not going to become that which I hate. I, unlike Sylvia Atkinson, I am transparent. I don't care for corruption. I have everything I need. I'm not going to become a Sylvia Atkinson. I'm going to destroy everything that she created at the district to keep you in fear. I'm going to make individuals who were hired because they're compadres, I'm going to demand that they reapply for their position. All of Drew's little buddies that have cushy positions need to actually prove that they deserve those positions. So I'm coming with a vengeance. But not the vengeance that y'all are used to, folks. I'm coming to make things right because that is why you are voting for me, to make things right. And I swear that I will. Hazard pay for staff, 100%. But we shouldn't need to pay hazard pay because no one should be on campus. Everyone should be working from home. Everyone working from home. No one on campus. Narco ISD. You'd be surprised, Papa. Good morning, my friend. Good morning, Diana. Good morning, Shayna. Hermosa. Ever since my kids' teachers went back to campus, their internet connection is worse. My kids have to disconnect and reconnect 10 times, 10 or 15 times. I've gotten the same concern from a lot of our professional staff on campus, our staff on campus, our educators. They said the same thing. They said, no damos abasto with the bandwidth. And it's expected, guys. I mean, the first day they came back to school, the first day, they knew they were in trouble. According to a very unreliable source, little Eddie will seek the office of Mountain Police Chief and hire his own force of farts choices. Little Eddie thinks he needs a badge and a gun in order to be 6 inches taller. The guy could wear high heels and he still would look like a Keebler elf. That plane. What if they try to set you up when you're on the board, like the DUI and the Minerva accusation? If you give me majority on the board, if you change the board to where it is independent thinkers, there'll be no more setups, bro. Plus, everything is going to be transparent. No more backroom deals. No more 3-4 hour meetings in executive session. No more. Everything will be transparent. So you'll follow along with me, everything that is being done. So you'll know. Good morning, my man. Good to see you, brother. Good morning, Erasmo. You're bold. experienced, intelligent, and have a tremendous backbone. God bless you and watch over you always. You have my vote, my family's. I love you, Joe. Gracias, Papa. I'll need all y'all's votes. And I need those individuals to go get other people to come and vote, Papa. Together, we can make them pay for what they've done. Together, we can bring back the district to serve the community and not expect to be served by the community. Maybe the teachers should get hotspots, puntos calientes for everybody. Ahora todos quieren puntos calientes, puntos calientes, puntos calientes, puntos calientes, puntos calientes. We need something different. Again, and guys, call me out. You don't have to go to second, third parties. I'm still having trouble speaking because of my muela. I sort of hear like a little echo inside my voice because of that hueco. See right there? Right there. So it still feels a kind of funky because my tongue goes into the little hueco. Is anyone else having internet problems around the city? I'm not. What's the word on COVID? It's not good. One of the things that I heard is in New York, they're starting to already see a spike, an increase in regards to COVID. And what happens in New York ultimately comes back and hits this year. So it's something that we need to watch out for on a daily basis. Do I think that we're going to get a second wave of COVID? 100%. I think we are. I think it's going to hit very, very, very soon. And I think we need to make sure that we are mega prepared for it all. Mega prepared for it all. I'm not getting anything. I'm expecting some mail, emails. I haven't gotten anything. Sorry. Let me check. So now what? Any more forums that you and the candidates will come out on? Yes. Actually, Grupo Progressive will have a forum. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it real quick, guys. Hold on. Frontera Progressive will have a forum October 7th and 8th. So I've requested to be on October the 8th. So we'll see what happens. October the 8th, Frontera Progressive will have a forum. It will be, let's see, Greens candidate. Frontera Progressive cordially invites you to an online candidate forum event that will be hosted via Facebook Live. So it'll be open to the public. The purpose of the event is to give candidates the opportunity to present themselves in the public and say how they will address important issues facing BISD. Because of the number of candidates on the ballot, we will host two events on Wednesday and Thursday, October 7th and 8th, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, and the candidates will be split between the two dates. Excited. To RSV, please reply to this email answering the following questions. And I requested Thursday the 8th. So I'm hoping to see my candidate. So now what? Any more forums and candidates? Oh, that's what I just answered. My professors can't connect to their Zoom sessions, and my whole neighborhood near La Posada is disconnect. Sorry, Sergio. Sorry that that's happening. But yeah, that's part of the challenges that we have, guys. It's not a good thing. Do you see the city of Brownsville becoming a smart city like McAllen with city Wi-Fi? By the way, my BISD news hotspots never work. See, this is the problem, Jessica. Yesterday, they were requesting like $2 million from the city of Brownsville. With the money that they had already spent on hotspots. And look, guys, this is the issue. With the money that they spent on hotspots and the money that they're planning to ask for the city of Brownsville and TEA is going to give them, can you imagine how much of our city we could have already made into a smart city? Think of it. $10 million, guys. $10 million. And we could have easily transformed the city of Brownsville into a smart city by setting up towers, by uh, opening up the brand width. We could have actually made the city of Brownsville a smart city with the amount of money the district and the city have spent on puntos calientes, on technology. Has anyone even thought of that? All the money that was sent in by the CARES Act, the federal government, the state, district, and city, and all those punto calientes that they were getting should have just made the whole city into a smart city. Did anybody else think of that? Do you know of any school district hazard pay? No, none here. I think that other districts have. I'd have to research it. But I know for a fact that we as a district have not offered hazard pay. Actually, they're very concerned with paying anything. That is unfortunate. 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 Trump came out swinging like a meth head in a mosh pit last night. Do you remember the mosh pits? I used to have so much fun at mosh pits. They were so much fun. Uh, you get beat up a little bit. Salías con moretones and trancazos and stuff. I love me a good mosh pit. That pay hazard pay to teachers? No, not here. Money being diverted into pockets, too much. I mean, look at the $5.5 million. You know, they requested $5.5 million. The dynamics of that. Look, they spent $20 million, $5.5 million. They're getting another $5 million. Let's say ballpark figure $30 to $35 million. That's what the district has spent so far. And again, I'm guessing. Think of this, guys. $30 to $35 million that the district has already spent on PPE, hotspots, Chromebooks. And buying Chromebooks is okay because if you have a smart city, you're going to have someone that has an aparato. But everyone has an aparato. But anyway, $30 to $35 million. Puntos calientes, PPE. If we would have kept everybody at home, you wouldn't need PPE. You wouldn't need puntos calientes, puntos calientes, puntos calientes. Would not. You could have invested those $30 to $35 million, partnered up with the city of Brownsville, with GBEC, with the Brownsville Chamber of Commerce, with the other one, GBEC, GB, Brownsville Community Incentive Corporation, BCIC. You could have partnered up with all those entities, with the college, with the university, with the Port of Brownsville, and with those $35 million would have been the base to make this community a smart city and kept everybody at home. And we wouldn't only be a smart city, we would be a safe city. But no, Sylvia wanted to pocket the money. Minerva, Philip, and little Taponcito Eddie helped her, sat by while she was directing the orchestra at the boardroom during these past meetings where she controls them, she directs them, she's in control. Suá, suá. Me falta la muela. Por eso, Brody, nunca progresé. Progresa. Go to the football games at Sam's. I plan to visit the games. And look at the games, guys. We're going to start football season October the 5th. Do you know that the professional league already has people test coming out positive? If the professional league can't keep their players safe, what's to make us think that we can, as a district, with a disinfecting tunnel? Does it make sense, folks? I like my forehead. 35 more days. Next week, football, baby! For BISD. Maybe. See what happens, bro. Can you imagine tons of people out there spitting, sweating, exchange of fluids going back and forth? It's inevitable in football. It's just too much contact. Blue, long sleeve. It's inevitable. Inevitable. Where is Sylvia's next trial? When is she getting locked up, do you think? Um, it's going to be October the 15th. I heard that maybe, maybe she's singing. Maybe she's finally realized that her song is over. We'll see. In Los Fresnos, the sports groups are only allowing 2 family members per student per live game. They will be the only fans allowed. That might be the case. The good thing is that I have a lot of nephews playing football, right? Nephews. So I might get invited. But if that's not the case, after November the 3rd, board members can go to the games. What PPE do you think there should be for football? There isn't PPE for football. Nothing can keep our students safe. Nothing. That spray machine is only going to disinfect the outside, Papa. It's not going to disinfect the inside. Nothing can. There's no PPE. When you guys get on the board, is the plan pulling everyone out of school until January? No one is going back on campus, at least until January 2021. Because I'm running on the safety of everyone out there. Because if staff is safe, if students are safe, Erasmo and his family are safe. My community is safe. All those millions could have gotten us a smart city. Instead, lots of money gets into pockets. How sad. McAllen is a digital leader. We are not even a follower. We just used to be the leaders. Where's Zord balls for football? That wouldn't be football. Not saying anybody should be concerned with his football. The RGV is a hotspot. When the players and coaches and other staff start to get sick, van a estar llorando. How many kids are actually in the classroom right now? Oh, actually, that's a good question. Did the Titans had a COVID outbreak? Yes. That's professionals. If you do keep school virtual until January, will remote schooling still be an option for parents to keep the spring of 2021? Again, that just depends on where we're at in December. It just depends on where we're at in December. Again, if the numbers are not good in December, no one's going back on campus for the rest of the year. Again, we're going to let the scientists, the doctors come in and them tell us, not the AAs, AS, not the yes people. We're going to let the scientists and the doctors come in and let them give us the instructions, give us the go to. It's the only way. The only way. I guess it's safe to say you endorse Coach Joe and not the others. Uh, I am endorsing in that race. Let me say, and I'll say this, and I'll say this, like I said before, the incumbents need not come back. I can work with either Coach Joe Rodriguez or Marisa Leal. I think people are thinking, well, Erasmo's had Coach Joe on the show, so he's endorsing Coach Joe. I've begged Marisa to come on the show. Begged. I love Marisa. Marisa is a friend of mine from high school. I love Marisa. I think her or Coach will be great as board members, but I'm not going to run anybody's campaign for them. And I appreciate that they have always been very supportive of my campaigns before, but they weren't running. And it's different. I want them, all of them, to work this campaign as hard or harder than Erasmo Castro. Because running for office is not easy. So, do I want Coach Joe Rodriguez to be back on the board? Yes. Do I want Marisa Leal to be on the board? Yes. Do I want Minerva Peña back on the board? Hell no. Hell no. No way, Jose. It is your duty, your obligation to vet which candidate will be best suited on that board. Be it Coach Joe Rodriguez, be it Marisa Leal, but not Minerva Peña. Not Minerva Peña. Coach Joe has been on this show 2 or 3 times already. He's interested in coming back on. I will have him back on. I have made an invitation to every single person running for office. They put us in a little group text, and I've thrown out the invitation to anyone out there. Come out and answer questions. Coach Joe Rod has accepted. Miss Argelia Miller has accepted. Carlos Elizondo is on here. Frankie Olivo is on here. It's their call to make. Now, someone said, well, that's what, of course they're not going to come on your show. You've talked smack about them. Guys, it's politics. If they had a forum on their page, I would go in a second. I don't care who it was. Little Eddie could throw a little forum out there if he wants on his pages. I'll go. I'm not afraid. My opponent could pay $10,000 for someone to produce a little site for her. She has all the money in the world. A little rich girl. And I'll be on there. Guys, you all know that a page that was dedicated to hate on Erasmo invited me for an interview. And I went. I'm not afraid to answer any question out there. Anyone. The NFL Viking on lockdown. Some NFL teams have broken COVID protocol. And these are adults, professionals. Good morning, Adrian. Remodel Sam Stadium at Erasmo. Very hard to remodel Sam Stadium. But I know that someone was saying in regards to change the visitor side to the home side to the visitor side. I don't know. I don't know. Mr. Castro, I know you have addressed this question before. If elected, will you look into modifying all school bus pickup areas safer with light signs, humps, etc.? Will you have BISD invest money and time on this matter? Actually, I would, as a board member, encourage our city to have a proper lighting and speed bumps, street signs on city streets. Like I fought the city and the county in order to get sidewalks for our schools. But it is their responsibility, not the district's responsibility, to include proper lighting, proper signage, and speed bumps. That is their responsibility. Now, if you're asking if I would fight for them to do it, yes, I would. The city, that is their resources, and the county, depending on where our students live. Is Vito ever going to come back on? Did he fix his Wi-Fi connection? I've asked, and I'm waiting. I'm not going to beg these candidates. I don't care who they are. The day that anyone, I mean, Frankie, God, anyone says, I don't want to come on anymore, I'm going to go like, okay. It's their call. I don't beg anyone to come on. It's not personal. It's business. And it should be business. It's not personal. Amen, brother. Love you, David. I'm doing good. One less muela, but I'm doing good. It's too expensive to make changes after spending more than $1 million on that billboard at Sam Stadium. Yeah, look, we need more parking at Sam Stadium, which would ultimately help out during events like Sombrero Fest and stuff like that. Anyway, or other major events. But we do need some more parking out there. Well, we do need a better entranceway, and I think that's part of the plan. But we'll see. I think there's ways of working on the outside of Sam Stadium. I think working on the inside of Sam Stadium is going to be difficult because of it being considered one of those historical sites. But we'll see. Diamond Spoon. You're a rich girl. Aren't people tired of dynasties, man? Look, little Eddie gets appointed because his aunt, his uncle, his relatives are in politics, used to be in politics. Little Tattoo, the Keebler Elf, Tapon, Tacuache. That's not what I meant to say. I meant to say el Chapaneco. I don't know why. Okay, parece Tacuache. I don't know why it's the Tacuache. Sorry, Tacuaches. I didn't mean to offend the Tacuaches. He gets appointed because of the people that he's related to, which is the same reason that the vendors are giving him money because of his relatives. That's why Linebarger threw him a check. A check. And look at my opponent. My opponent's daddy is on the commissioner's court that screwed up our numbers, that has blood on their hands because of their faulty numbers. This school district sent people onto campus. And now they're trying to correct the numbers after 11 of our people passed away. And now daddy wants to buy his little princess a seat on the BISD board. Look, he already bought his wife a seat on the South Texas Independent School District. He got her appointed. Paid a pretty penny. Now they want to do another dynasty? No, bitch, shut up. Hey, Antonio, how's it going? Can a multi-level garage parking lot be made by Sam's Stadium? Actually, Sam's, we as a district, we purchased the property that is going all the way towards Elizabeth Street throughout the center. That should be enough parking for the district. Coach Rodriguez is an arrogant man living on his laurels. The female candidate seems to be the weakest link, and Vito, to me, came out of nowhere. Can't say much on him, but hope for the best for all. We just need someone new. Tell BISD to add Here Comes the Bus app to BISD to track our children. That is an amazing idea. And I think McAllen is doing that already. Zaina, the bird memes and videos, on point. What if Sylvia gave you a check for $50,000 to not go on the board? I wouldn't take it. I'd show it to you, and I would not take it. That's simple. Plus, she needs those $50,000 to pay all those attorneys. Why BISD is having such a hard time following the IDEA Act in the district? I had to fight for that service every year when it has face-to-face classes. Now it is really hard for him. What are they doing with all that funding? Pissing it away. Pissing it away. Guys, that's life at Erasmo about the desk. Guys, my hour is up. Thank you so much for being with me during this time. Coach Rodriguez should not even run. He needs to enjoy life and retire. I'm glad someone ran against Minerva Peña. I'm proud that individuals are running against Minerva Peña. She needs to go. Guys, have a great, great day. We'll be back on tonight at 9 o'clock in the evening. I have some errands to run today, but it should be interesting. Put donations on here. Just send them via Cash App. Thank you, Erasmo. Good day. God bless you, Zaina. Guys, stay safe as much as possible. Be good to each other. And please continue to be good to me. God bless.